Guys, you would have remembered a while ago I picked up these two Cruis'n Worlds and got a pretty good deal on them at the time, and that was, I think, for a couple of reasons. One, this one was not working, and two, it had an absolute horrid car seat on it. Now, when I took it home and I really assessed these two machines and checked this one out, and it was, all going, so that was cool, I was really in two minds about this particular one. It's also got a crack up on the marquee here. It's missing some of the silver strips. There was some other stuff busted on the back of the chair part. And when I did try testing it out, just to see if the game would run blind, I was actually getting nothing there either. I wasn't getting the lights flashing up on here when I turned it on. It would power on. Of course, the monitor I knew was dead, so that would have been just a chassis problem, but I was hoping to see these lights come up. They didn't come up. And I didn't hear any sound either in relation to, like, there's a test sound when the other one turns on. So I sort of knew what I should be hearing and seeing, and I wasn't seeing that. So I was suspicious, guys, that maybe, it's got all the boards in there, but I thought maybe all the boards are dead as well. Well, not completely dead, but, would need repair. So then it was like, okay, well, I then have to fix the chassis, possibly do board repairs, and these are notoriously difficult if you do have a bad set to get repaired. They can be quite time consuming. And then, of course, I've got this whole issue with the seat and not having the real seat anyway. So I'd come to the decision back then that I was going to part this machine out. I was probably going to keep the monitor, at least the tube, get the chassis fixed. At least that's of value and I can reuse it. And then probably part out the other parts and then maybe sell it off as a shell for main use or something like that. I don't like doing that, guys. I think now you've been watching the channel. I'd like to keep machines original, but I just didn't see a way of recovering this thing with this bloody awful seat and half of all these issues. So I had that in my mind, and one of the Patreon supporters, actually Snorky, who is our top supporter of the channel, he actually, after watching that episode, he did a bit of a search around, because I think the way I got that machine was I did a search on like old arcade or something similar like that off the back of a dream that I had. And then these came up. Well, he did the same thing. And funnily enough, he ended up finding another one of these, which was a shell, had no boards, no monitor, but was complete in all other means. And also included the link cable. I'm not even sure if this one's got the link cable in it. I don't think it does, actually. I think that was missing. Yes, it was. The link cable was missing. And it had a link cable in there. And it was pretty cheap. The guy was, again, selling it off for like a main project. And I thought, oh my God, this thing's got all the parts that I need, including the damn seat. And of course, when I looked, I thought, oh, where is it? And it was like, it's in Brisbane. It's like Brisbane again on the other side of Australia. So I was excited initially, and then I thought, bugger. I'm not going to pay for that entire thing to come across. That's going to cost more than what I paid for the machines as it is. But anyway, I thought on the off chance, I contacted the guy, I just said, hey, this is the situation. I actually just need the seats and like a couple of these other parts. Would you be willing to part those out? He was asking not a lot of money. So I said, I'll give you what you're asking if you just give me those parts. And then you'll still have the remainder shell, the steering wheel. I didn't ask for any of that. I said, you could still sell that and make some extra. I mean, obviously it's going to be a bit more work for you to take that stuff off, but you'll be ahead overall in terms of selling the remaining parts. And it was just I just thought it was, I didn't think he would go for it, guys. Anyway, he was super nice, super understanding. He doesn't know I run the channel or anything. He's just an arcade collector to another arcade collector. And he was just like, man, I'd love to see another machine get revived from the parts of this one. He hated to see this one go himself in the state that it was in. But yeah, so he agreed. And so guys, I got all the stuff over. This was a while ago. I got all the stuff over, and let me show you what I got. Okay guys, so in here is not a person. My wife keeps harassing me because this has been sitting outside on the deck for so long, and she said, it looks like a person in there. Are you sure you haven't wrapped up someone? Anyway, this of course is the seat. And maybe there's some other stuff here. I just haven't unwrapped this, guys, since I got it. And in the back here, I believe I've got the monitor surround, which I don't know if it survived. I think I had a crack in it anyway, but I am missing a monitor surround as well. So yeah, I haven't opened them yet. And I'll tell you what, we're not going to open them right now because I actually want to come back to this project with you guys properly, and we can work through and get this machine hopefully going. And this will be part of it, and we'll, I mean, this has got a lot of cosmetic stuff here, guys. I can just get all that stuff out. We'll film it in terms of getting all the parts and putting on the machine. But of course, the main thing is that can I actually get this machine going? So let's talk about that. Okay, so you're probably not going to be able to see this very well, but this is the replacement chassis here. Now, what I've done, by the way, this is not on, obviously, you're hearing the other machine, but what I've done is I got this sent off to Joe at Joe Mac. He's hopefully fixed it. I've gone and plugged everything back in, but I haven't yet turned it on, guys, because I wanted to do that with you. I thought at least something I can share with you in relation to these machines and their journey that they're probably going to go on. But yeah, everything else in here is complete. Again, it's probably a bit dark to see, but this is all in. I don't know, I may have, it was so long ago with all the wiring, I may have got the the vertical thing the wrong way around. It could be a reverse picture if we get a picture of it all, of course. So I don't know, but everything else looks okay. Again, I haven't tested the voltage, haven't done anything in this machine, but I thought at least for this video, let's just see what happens with this new chassis in. And the way things that have been going for me today, I don't expect much. Let's take a look anyway. Get this guy on. I have plugged it in. The key. Hopefully this one fits in here. I think it does. Yep. Okay. Let's turn it on and just see what we get. Getting something. Okay, cool. That's actually good. That is the self-check. It didn't do the ding though, the other one, so maybe there's still a problem with the sound. I'm sure because the sound's actually on the switches. Anyway, we'll look at that in a moment. Let's just see. Oh, the colours are all stuffed up, so I think I've got the plugs are still not correct on the chassis. Needs a degauss too. But that does actually say calibrate controls. Let me bring you in a bit closer. So yeah, I mean obviously I could adjust all this, but let's not do that now, guys, because it's actually getting pretty late. So it's just trying to get all this video stuff sorted out. But let's just quickly see if we can get this to reset. So I've got to use the same test procedure as the other one. You'll move the steering wheel to the left, the switch, or to the way to the right, hit the switch. We've got to do take the stuff out here. Got to do the gas pedal, that down and switch, and brake. Okay, and then it does a reset. This should be all green. The settings, would be all over the shop. So I'm not too concerned about that. The fact that it's running and I'm getting logic is awesome. Of course, they're not linked. And yes, it's working. Well, at least to this point. And this is good. This is the only good news I've had all day is touch wood. Better touch some wood real quick. I'm so happy about this now, because now this makes it definitely worthwhile getting the extra parts, knowing that this actually was running blind, but just didn't have any sound. And of course doesn't have any lights either, so it's just, again, it's one of those things, guys, like you can think something's completely utterly dead, but what I have got a problem here, I think, is with sound, and all these lights are gone, which is, the lights are easy. We'll be just trying to figure out the sound. So yeah, let's credit it up. Oh, the start works here. Need 3 coins, there we go. Okay, there's still no sound though, I think. Yeah, that's volume. Yeah, there's no sound. Okay, cool. So, well, not cool, but at least, of course, shift is okay. A little bit sticky on there. Let's take the Supra. So yeah, it's working, and the force feedback's working too on the steering wheel. Another bonus. I was in second. We get up to third. This is a bit awkward, playing it like this. Can be done though, and the colours are all off the shop, but it's working. It's working. Goodness. Oh wow. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I think that's all we're going to get through today. I don't even know if this iPhone's going to last this long and the recording, but we'll see. Clearly, if you guys are watching it, I managed to get through it, so let's finish up. Well, there you have it, guys. That's it, and boy am I'm just knackered. I'm just absolutely buggered. The amount of just frigging around today trying to get the other microphones and stuff going, and just trying to figure out if I could even record this. So again, if you are watching this, then thank goodness I've managed to get through, and this is a bit of a workaround until hopefully the chargers come, and hopefully that solves the problem. Hopefully there's not actually a problem with the camera. That would be really bad. I don't want to keep doing this setup if I can help it. I'm really missing that camera already. So anyway, we got some ways to go. I want to get this going. This is definitely the priority. Get the seat on there. Let's work out the sound, sort out the monitor issues. Let's get stuck into that, guys. And then we'll have a working, well, we can link them up as well and do all of that. It should be quite cool fun. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. That's coming up. And there's also another surprise coming as well. There is another pickup coming to the arcade. And for you guys that have been watching now for a while, you know I'm right down the skinny end of it in relation to buying machines. Like, I'm just not buying anything unless it's the very few things that I want. So think about that and what that might be. But I'm pretty excited about it. It should be arriving this week. So actually the next video may actually be that video. We'll see how we go. And then we'll get cracking on with the Cruis'n Worlds. So thanks for sticking around, guys. You may see down here the beautiful Hankin cocktail, which is also really nice out here. And the plan is, of course, is that I will actually get rid of these 2 machines at some point, and this is earmarked for 2 more pinball machines. So 2 pinball machines here, 2 here with the saucer and the firepower, and we've got the beautiful Hankin cocktail, and this is around the pool table here in the lounge, and this is just a nice social area to get people engaged with the games, and if they want more, then we take them into the arcade and then show them all that. And I've been doing work in there too, and been picking up a few more little things to go around on the walls, some extra lighting. There's so much going on. I mean, over the last 3 weeks, even though I've been busy with other stuff, I've been also doing stuff for the arcade. So looking forward to sharing all of that with you. I think until then, you guys recognise this game. It is, of course, Bomb Jack. And I'd love to have a crack at that. There's been a little bit of discussion of that on the Discord forum, but I'm not going to show you my skills right now. I'll leave that as well for another day, but I'm going to fire one up as soon as this video ends. And for that, I'm going to need some coinage. Got a 20.
Chicken, fight like a robot.